I kept asking God, why? The devil spoke to me and said, jump in front of that car. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hi, and also welcome back to another episode of my new series called The Peaceful Storm. Thank you so much for joining in today. Before I begin, I just want to say thank you to everyone that commented on my last video, that left such nice messages on my TikTok and my Instagram, and have been sending me messages personally. I just want to tell you guys thank you so much. It means so much to me that you guys actually care, which I already knew that you guys do care, but you know, it just meant so much to me. Secondly, I just want to say I am not filming this video, or I'm not talking about my past marriage or relationship to feel pity or to get attention, because if I wanted to do that, I could have spoken a long time ago. I could have opened up a long time ago when I was still depressed, still sad, when I was still in my vulnerable state. I think that's why I took a break from YouTube last year. What I want to talk about more today is how I kept this part, like the situation that I was in, why I kept it such a hush-hush, because I was ashamed. I was so ashamed. I didn't want anyone to tell me I told you so. And I was like, I felt so ashamed, because I'm like, how will I start talking about this now that I am a Christian and I'm talking about leaving my husband? How? And I was ashamed also because some people advised me to just stay and keep praying about it, and I did. I think that's one of the reasons why I kept staying and I kept praying about it, praying to God about it, praying to God to help me and help him to make us change and to just like start afresh and fall in love with each other. But look at us here. And I just felt so bad. I felt like a bad Christian, a bad mommy, a bad person. And then I think everything started lifting up when I started being closer to God, and I started seeing so many things about life. And let me tell you this. While I was pregnant, and before I found out I was even pregnant, I was always praying to God every single day. I kept wondering why. I kept asking God, why am I in this situation? I'm like, I thought I've done so good in this life. Like, am I being punished for the mistake I made in 2020? If you didn't know, I had an abortion in 2020, and I was like, is that why I am suffering the way I'm suffering right now? Is that what is making me go through all this, like this phase? Like, is that why I'm like, do you know how it feels to fall flat on your face on the floor of your closet? I'm pointing at my closet right now because this was closet, and wondering why. Like, I was crying every single day, wondering why is somebody treating me this way? I'm like, I thought I've given people things before. I've been nice, I have been caring, I show love to people and my friends and my family. So why? Like, I was like, why, God, why are you treating me this way? Why did you bring somebody like this into my life? Why? Like, you know, I really thought that was a punishment. Then I got pregnant. Then I was like, okay, I don't think that was a punishment. I don't think it was a punishment. So honestly, I was like, if God wanted to punish me, I don't think he would punish me like that. I'm sure he got, I don't know what he would do, but I'm sure he would have made me take years to get pregnant so I can work for it, the one that I lost, you understand? So then I realized his mercy obviously was so beautiful upon my life, and like he blessed me with a beautiful baby boy. Like, the child he gave me is just so precious. Yeah, so I felt ashamed. I felt like I did something wrong. Like, I felt like did I live the life that I was meant to live, or did I make a mistake in my life that I ended up this way? Or yeah, just something of that nature. I said this on TikTok, so let me say it here also. What made me realize that enough was enough for me and for my mental health and for my child's health was when this is a testimony, by the way. This is a very beautiful testimony. I'm not gonna cry in this video today because my eyes are watering, but I'm not gonna cry because I just didn't find makeup for this video. But anyways, was in April, a night in April last year. I can't remember what date exactly. By 12 o'clock, I walked out of my apartment, this apartment that God blessed me with, and I walked outside, and a car I was on the, like, not on the main inside, I was on the pathway, or sidewalk, sorry, and a car was coming. I was crying and walking on the street and praying to God. I'm like, why? Questioning my whole existence. Why? And a car was coming, and the devil spoke to me and said, jump in front of that car. I'm not even lying. That was what I heard in my ear. Jump in front of that car. That is what the devil told me, to just end my life there and there. Bye bye. I I could feel it in my body that I was about to move forward. Then the car drove by, so because the car was coming with speed, because nobody was on the street. Obviously it was night, so he just drove so fast. Then I was like, I can't do this. Then I just kept walking. I was like, who am I gonna call? Who am I gonna call by 12 o'clock in the night? I didn't want to call anybody because I didn't know what to say. So my hand went on to my social to Safari and typed suicide hotline. Sorry, my pants. Ignore my pants, but it's typed suicide hotline, and I called the number that was there because I just needed to talk to somebody at that point, I think. And I wanted someone to talk to me back, because you know sometimes when you talk to God, he takes time. And I called suicide hotline. Then I spoke to a guy, I don't know who it was, but he was just trying to be calm, and he said something that I know. He was like, why are you still leaving right now? I was like, because of my child. Then it came to me, and I said, one, I don't want my child to bury me now, and two, I don't want my mother to bury me. That was the first thing that I said to her. I was like, who's gonna take up bless you, my child? I was like, who's gonna take up my child? Who's gonna take up my child? That was the first thing that came to my head. Who will take up my child? How will I let my mother bury me? As soon as those two things entered my head, I said no. I said, enough is enough. I can't have that spirit tell me, jump in front of car, kill yourself. God, I am not ready to come and meet you. I know if I do something to myself, I'm not going to come and meet you because I just committed the sin. So I'm like, God, please, I want to live on this earth longer. I want to see my child have a child. I want to be like my grandmother, my late grandmother, sorry. I want to be like my late grandmother that saw my child, great-grandchild. So I want to see my own great-grandchild. I want to see my great-grandkids. Like, I want to see Ayos get married, like all these kind of things. I want to live life. I want to enjoy what you have given to me on this earth. I want to enjoy the fullness. I want to keep praising you on earth before I come and praise you for eternity in heaven. Do you know how annoying that made me back then? Kai, my eyes are tearing up. Hey, Kai, now what? Me that I've always been feeling so much joy of being one of like the strongest child that my father has, you know. So I've been one of the bravest, boldest that I'm not scared of anybody. I'm not scared of anybody. But for me to be shrinked, to be in a cage of depression, and the only one that had the key to open me from that, to bring me out from that cage of depression, was, who do we know? Who do we know the person is? Jesus, the one and only, the one and only. And it's so funny because I felt someone pull me and walk with me. It's just so funny right now. So it felt like somebody was standing next to me, walking me back to my apartment, which is just so beautiful because it felt like I wasn't walking alone, because I had such courage to walk on the street by 12 o'clock in the night. So it felt like somebody was walking with me. Somebody was standing there with me and saying, it's okay, it's okay, peace, it is okay. Sometimes you don't know what somebody's going through, and sometimes just pray. You don't have to just check up on your friend. Just see your friend's picture on Instagram and just check up on them. Recently I've been having dreams of most of my classmates from high school, and I just wake up and I pray for them. I don't know, I just see that face in my dream and I just pray for them. Or just remember somebody, I'll just pray for them. Remember if anything, I'll just pray for them. You don't know what 1 minute of prayer can do in somebody's life at that point. You don't know if they needed it at that point. You can say, God, please protect this person. Let me use my friend as an example. God, please protect Ore, wherever she's going, whatever she's doing, wherever she's going to, whatever is happening in her life. God, just be with her and protect her. That tiny prayer is so powerful in the realm of the spirits. That tiny prayer. So you can do that too. The only video I made last year, I think I've said this before, the only video I made last year, I saw it while I was editing my first video of this year. I was wearing the same jacket, I didn't even know. Wearing the same jacket, and I looked at the video and I saw myself. That girl was broken to pieces. That girl had PTSD. That girl had panic attacks. That girl, you can tell me one thing. Somebody told me one thing. Like somebody was upset with me and I broke down crying because somebody was upset with me because it triggered a memory in my head. I did not know that could happen to me. And also I blessed my mother because my mother gave me so much strength. I will talk to you guys later. Before I leave, let me give you guys the verse of the day. I'm just using the Bible verse of the day. Titus 2:11-12. For the grace of God has appeared, bringing salvation for all people, training us to renounce ungodliness and worldly passions, and to live self-controlled, upright, and godly lives in the present age. The grace of God always. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye. Have a blessed day.